So y'all are thinking about moving to Dallas in the year 2022 and you want to know what it's like living here. Well, you're in the right place because in today's video, we're going to give you 5 things you need to know before you move to Dallas, Texas in the year 2022. Listen guys, make sure you stick around to the end because the last one is the most important one. We're going to get straight to it right now.
right now.
All
Five
right.
things. What's those 5 things? 5 things, Dre. 5 things they should know before they move to Dallas in 2022.
Okay, so the first one is that it is not as cheap as a lot of people paint Texas out to be. Texas is getting very expensive. Rent is going up. We got property taxes that people pay here. Gas prices going up. I mean, it's we got toll roads here that you have to pay for. Everything is pretty much, you know,
up. The cost of houses are going up. So we need y'all to know that too. The prices are literally going way up, okay? Where people used to can come and get a beautiful home, mini mansions, we used to call them for under 200K.
Oh yeah.
This ain't that day no more. Too many of y'all moving here, so
yeah.
no, this ain't that day.
That's what the Texans, that's literally what the Texans think. I remember when I moved here like in 2020, we're looking at houses under $200,000. I was like, oh man, this isn't a nice area. Now that house is probably going to be like $250,000, almost $300,000. So that COVID-19 housing, whatever they called it, really messed everything up.
Yes. So although interest rates are low, these prices are high. Even with the apartments, we was just talking about apartments, right? Apartments in Texas are not like average apartments in other places. We gonna say everything in Texas is big and they not lying. So the apartment complex can have anywhere from 500 to 1,000 units on one site for one community. But it includes a workout, a business center, pools, parks, all in this apartment community. So that apartment for a 2-bedroom can run you anywhere between $1,400, $1,500, $1,600.
Yes.
Like
in a good area.
In a good area. They have garages, so it's not your typical apartment living like you would think traditionally. So prices are going up. So do your research before you think about moving to Texas. Don't just go off what people say. It is not the cheapest place to live no more. It is not cost efficient no more. Do your research.
Don't expect to move to Texas and get an apartment for $800 a month in a good neighborhood or in somewhere that's not the hood, honestly. And I get a lot of calls like that, and I'm just like, if only you knew. So just please do your research. If you want something in an okay neighborhood, I would say $1,000 for a 1-bedroom would probably be your starting point.
Starting point. You heard them. Starting point. So B has some wiggle room because that's the starting point. Okay. 2, since we're talking about the prices going up, taxes are going up.
Yes.
So people don't realize that in Texas, we do not have state tax. But they got to get their money somewhere. So they get their money in property taxes. So if you're in an area for, I'm going to kind of break down what that means.
Yes.
Because that has a huge effect. You can find a house for $300,000, I'll just say, because that's about the average right now. You can find a house for $300,000. And your property taxes can be anywhere between $7,000 to $10,000. So that's an addition. That's per year.
Yeah, and you gotta divide that by 12.
So you're dividing that by 12. So you're talking about another $400 or $500, sometimes $700, $800, $900 per month on top of your mortgage for just your taxes.
So although it is the house prices of houses are a lot cheaper here, but once you add property taxes in, I mean, is it really worth it? I mean, we're not trying to discourage y'all from not moving here, but we want y'all to keep that in mind before you move here.
Have all your answers. We want you to know what you're looking for because taxes and we're like the 7th highest property taxes in the U.S. That's huge.
Yeah.
Number 7. So
they say everything's bigger and better in Texas, but the taxes ain't better, but they are bigger. So
right. Okay, what's number 3?
So number 3 on the list is lifestyle. So if you're moving from any different part of the country, the lifestyle is going to be extremely different.
A culture shock.
Yes, a culture shock. Yeah, I'm from Virginia, and we had I would say they like to say we're in the South, but I would consider us the North.
Virginia?
Yeah. So on the East Coast. So we had Bojangles. We had Cookout. For y'all on the East Coast, y'all know what Cookout and Bojangles mean to us. That sweet tea. Do you know what Cookout is?
No. I'm from Chicago. We ain't had that either. So.
Oh, man.
Chicago, we had Harold's. We got some good chicken peppies for tacos. Yeah.
Yeah, so here... and one thing we didn't have in Virginia were street tacos. So they have a lot of that here. They also have this thing called Tex-Mex. So it's a mixture between Texas and Mexican food. One of the brands that they don't have in Virginia or on the East Coast, I think they have it like in Atlanta, but it's called Papacitos. So they have Papacitos. It's like the Papa's brand. So they Papacitos, Papa Cantina, and Papa's Barbecue. So that's one thing that you can expect here. Another thing that wasn't very publicized or popularized in Virginia was barbecue. So we didn't have a lot of barbecue spots in Virginia, but you can pull up to almost anywhere, at least in North Texas, and you'll find a barbecue spot within like a 10-mile radius.
Brisket.
Yeah.
So even though in the North we had barbecue, we had hot links, we had rib tips. Mm-hmm. Well, when you come to South, they don't have rib tips. They don't have hot links. They got brisket tacos, brisket potatoes, brisket French fries, brisket everything.
One of the things I love about Texas is the fact that they have baked potatoes. So
baked potatoes too.
Look, before I moved here, I never had like one of those overgrown baked potatoes. I originally visited Texas in 2017. And I had one of the largest freaking loaded baked potatoes ever. So have you heard of like the baked potatoes that Wendy's would give you, like the small ones? Like just imagine like 5 times bigger.
Because everything is bigger in Texas.
Everything is bigger.
These are like 5-10 pound potatoes stuffed and overloaded with.
So imagine like one of those to-go containers, right? One of those big ones, big to-go containers, and a baked potato is just fitting all in that one. Like it fills up the whole to-go container. So lifestyle. Dallas is a whole different swag. Okay, so Dallas, they got the South Dallas swag here. So. South Dallas is a very unique area. It's very unique, and also
they got their own haircut. It's unique. Okay.
Yeah.
So like, what the hell?
Yeah, it got like a ramp. Like it got like a ramp on the back. Just look up like the South Dallas haircut or Dallas haircut. You'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah, because you're gonna come here looking for a barber, and they're gonna tear you up. So make sure you do your research. Yeah. Okay, so you can get what you come here. We call them like Philly fades or ball fade. They do not call it that here. Yeah. It's something totally different. So do your research.
Another thing, before moving to Fort Worth, it's the cowboy lifestyle here. So everybody in Fort Worth, they embrace this. Not everybody, because I don't, but
not NFL cowboys. That too.
Yeah.
But actual literal cowboy lifestyle. That's where they get the name. Literally, cowboy boots, big buckle belts, cowboy hats. Yes. Buttoned up shirts, like it's a lifestyle, it's a culture. When they get sharp, y'all, even in business meetings, they gonna come in a suit with their cowboy boots.
And look, these cowboy boots, cowboy boots and cowboy hats, they are expensive. So if you see someone with cowboy boots and cowboy hats, they got money, okay?
Me and my best friend, we both moved here from up north, and we went to the club. This was years and years ago. And we at the club, and this dude walking in, he got his tight little Wrangler pants on, with his belt buckle, with his hat, with his boots, and we laughing, like we're like, oh my god, look at dude. And somebody was like, what y'all laughing? Like his whole outfit, that's probably a $10,000 outfit. And we like, what? It's like them boots alone. And we was like, no way. So it is like, that's how they get sharp, y'all. Okay.
And last thing about the lifestyle. Sorry, I know this video is kind of going a little bit, long. I don't want to make it too long, but I'm a Washington fan. So if you I'm a Washington football fan, so if you're moving to this area and you are a Cowboy hater like me, then this might not be the place for you. Okay,
Cowboys Nation.
It is Cowboys Nation. Okay. All my homies, all my guy friends, they're all Cowboys fans. This is like every person I meet is like a deal breaker. Like my first question I ask them are you a Cowboys fan? Because I know how it's gonna go. So
because that is a lifestyle. That's why we put that in with the lifestyle. Okay.
Yeah.
being a Cowboys fan is a lifestyle.
And I will never convert, by the way.
Travel. Number 4 on our list is travel. Travel. We're gonna break that down. So DFW is a huge metroplex, one of the largest metroplex in the nation. You could live in Dallas, work in Fort Worth, and shop in Irving. Literally, you're traveling from different cities on a daily. I think our average commute could be like 40 miles one way. That's one way, literally.
Yeah, travel, man, it's a big thing. So like right now I live in South Dallas, or West Dallas. I live in West Dallas. The Oak Cliff area is really nice over there. Contact me if you try to move there. Anyways, I live in West Dallas and I travel to downtown Fort Worth every single day. My brokerage is in downtown and I also work in downtown Fort Worth as well. It takes me about 30 minutes to move there. I mean, to drive there. I'm about to move to Grand Prairie in the next month. It's going to be about a 20-minute commute. But let's just say I used to live in Southwest Fort Worth, right? And I used to drive to Irving. That used to take me 30 minutes. And if I wanted to get to like Plano or something, it would take me like 45, to an hour.
Traffic. This is all no traffic times. And you have to understand where he lives, West Dallas is, to come to downtown Fort Worth. He's passing 3 cities to get to his job. He's passing Dallas. He's passing Grand Prairie. He's passing Arlington. Then Fort Worth, just to get there. So just understand, in Texas, although they say Dallas, Fort Worth, is so many sub-cities in between there that you need to kind of do your research to see how far where you're going to be working or living is from everything you want to do. The Dallas Cowboys do not play in Dallas. They play in Arlington. So those are things you kind of want to know. Texas Rangers, they play in Arlington. The airport, DFW airport is not in Dallas. It's in Irving. So that's something that you need to know before you move here, because it is not one big city like they tell you. No, I thought it is. DFW is not one big city. Trust
it may
me.
seem like it's small, but once you start driving, it gets old real quick.
Like real quick. And then that goes into tollways. In driving, there's a bunch of different tollways to get you through quicker, to get you to bypass the traffic, to kind of put a brake on the traffic. It's the Chisholm Trail Tollway. It's the North Texas Tollway.
The George Bush Tollway.
Sam Rayburn Tollway. It's a bunch of tollways. So you're going to need a tow tag. If you're driving, I mean, you don't have to. You can navigate without one. But when them little tickets come in the mail, you need to pay them. So get a tow tag, okay?
Seriously. And for a tow tag, I pay maybe like $40. I would say about $40 a month. But it just depends, because I don't drive on it every day. So I would say it's like $5 a trip, and I only drive on it on emergencies only. Like if I'm in a rush, or if I'm
if it's bad traffic.
If it's bad traffic and I'm just like, I need to get home, I done worked a long day. Let me take this toll road.
Let me take the quick way.
Let me take the quick way.
Of the 5th thing you should know about moving to the Dallas-Fort Worth area in 2022 is that Dallas-Fort Worth is a huge melting pot.
Seriously.
Like, it's kind of the new age New York, California vibe, because everybody is from somewhere else. You very rarely meet people that are born and raised in an area, and most of the time, if they are born and raised, they have stuck to that area. So it's a huge melting pot of people. So you're getting that's good and bad. It just depends on how you look at it, but it's very different.
And just let me tell y'all this. People from Texas, they think that since everybody's moving here, that everything's going up. But I mean, it's inflation at the end of the day. So it's not really much that we can do about it. There's a lot of big name companies that relocated to Texas, and the DFW,
and they're still coming. So it's a great place to be. One of the things before we move on to the overall good part about moving here is that Texas is a very unique state. It's its own republic, and they are very prideful in Texas. Texas pride is something very serious. So when you get here, I didn't understand it until I started understanding it, but it's real deep, it's real serious, and they're serious about their pride in Texas.
One thing I forgot about the lifestyle. if you like driving trucks and big dualies,
Pickup trucks.
yeah, pickup trucks. Look, everybody got one. I don't, but everybody got them.
Pickup Texas edition Chevy. We're not
Look,
plugging no brand.
they got a Texas edition of trucks.
Of every truck. Yeah,
that's
a
how,
Texas edition. That's the only state you'll see its own edition, because that means it's bigger.
That's how serious. That's how serious it is.
Right.
But listen, guys, if you are trying to move here, make sure you contact us. You know, we can plug you in the right areas, the right spots. We want to really make the move to the DFW a smooth one. And we're definitely real estate agents in the area, so feel free to contact us and reach out to us to make your move smoother.
And as we both said, sorry to cut Dre off, we are both, although I've been here for over 13 years now, and Dre's been here for a couple of years now, we can relate to a person who's wanting to relocate because we've experienced it. And then we can relate as a person of being knowledgeable of the area because we've been here. We've driven around. We've been to the different areas. We're not stuck to one area because that's not what we're accustomed to. So overall, Texas has a great economy. Texas is booming.
Yes.
It's growing. If you come when you visit, it's so much land here that you come and visit one day, it's nothing but grass. You visit a year later, it's a whole new subdivision. Like, it's crazy how they do it. Like, literally, houses go up every day in Texas. It's growing. So move to Texas. You'll love it here.
But yeah, do your research first. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll catch you all on the next one.
And don't forget to subscribe, right?
Yes.
Moving to Dallas with Dre and sometimes Brandy. Subscribe.